You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ13 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Buying a car in Carvana was so easy. I was able to finance it through them.
Whoa, wait, you mean finance?
Yeah, finance. Got pre-qualified for a Carvana auto loan, entered my terms, and shot from thousands of great car options all within my budget.
That's cool, but financing through Carvana was so easy.
Financed. Done. And I get to pick up my car from their Carvana vending machine tomorrow.
Financed.
Right, that's what I said.
You can spend time trying to pronounce financing, or you can actually finance and buy your car today on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
Once again, we are tuned into the Watch for the Hook Business and Entrepreneur podcast. We once again thank you all for picking us when you could have put your listening ears on any other thing out there. It's Michael with
Tatiana.
Ms. Parker. How you feeling today?
Oh, child, I'm over it today. But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
All right. So today we're going to talk about how do you fix your passion in your business? So this comes from a listener's insights, maybe request.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it deals with, I guess, saying your business did not do what you thought it did.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you regroup,
Mm-hmm.
relaunch, reprioritize, or maybe repackage your
Yeah.
business? And I think we've hit some nails on this head before.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing that comes from this is that lots of times business owners feel unsupported.
Yes.
And I think from that non-support factor, it makes them or it entices them to start over, change course,
Yeah.
fix issues that may not need fixing. And from that perspective, it feels like I'm just going to redo everything I just tried.
Yeah. I think when you say it like that, the whole redo everything I just tried, to me, it gives very much bull in a china shop.
It demolished the whole thing.
Yeah. You're plowing through. You just coming in, like ripping the wallpaper down. Like, do you really need to do all of that? But but it's it's the failure, right?
That the business owner is deeming it.
Yeah, it's the failure by whichever, metrics they put in place for them to deem it failure. The whole start over, redo, rework. I guess that aligns to their passion.
And you can also just think about it like this. What we always talked about, checking your ego at the door as a business owner.
And that actually leads me to another point. I think at some point, just like you said, you have to check your ego, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point, you have to really decide, is it passion that you're, displaying, or is it point proving that you're seeking?
So that's that ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you are quote unquote passionate about your business, we already talked about this. Nobody can love it more than you,
Yeah. Yeah.
which means you got to pub your business 24/7, 365
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Right.
You can't rely on others to like, share, subscribe, and make you feel good as a business owner,
Yeah.
or let those metrics, as you said, deem your business successful.
Right.
If you are in a business that is for profit, which means making money,
Mm-hmm.
your biggest success measurement is, can you stay in business?
Are you sustainable? Are you sustaining?
We
So,
talk,
no, go ahead.
we talked about it in previous episodes. Is your business thriving, surviving, or dying?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this.
But it sounded like at the point past thriving, the point beyond surviving, now you're in dying, right?
Yes.
That's when a human being would deem failure, right?
Yes, because your business is struggling.
Is struggling. And so that's where the whole passion piece comes from. And I think that passion piece could go one of two ways. We could go, because I love this so much, I'm gonna rework this because I know there's something there. It could go, it could go right, right?
Yes.
Or it could go left. Because there's so many haters, I have a point to prove. So I'm gonna redo this again. And are you redoing it for the right purpose?
I mean, all those things you just said are very true. But how, as a business owner, do you worry about haters?
I don't have time for that.
To me, that takes your energy
I don't have time
in
for
a
that.
negative
It
context.
does. But I think what should also be understood is anytime anyone doesn't necessarily agree with you 100%, if you were to, do hash marks under pro and cons, that's a con.
Yes.
So I guess you could deem them as a hater, right? Whatever. No, it doesn't matter.
But that would negatively affect.
Yeah, so you're gonna have people that don't agree, that are gonna skew the results from the way you want it to be skewed. But your metrics shouldn't be based on perception. Your passion shouldn't be proving a point of success or failure. It should be, this is, my true passion, something that I want to do. And I'm going to work on this because I think there's something there.
Yes. And in all of that, you basically said, are you doing, are you running, working your business for you or against them?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's passion on both ends of that spectrum. I think it's just a matter of way uh, your passion is perceived and maybe the direction you point your passion in. Um, Your passion could come from trying to prove people wrong. Your passion could come from a failure. Your passion could come from a success. That might be that last spark you needed to keep going.
I mean, let's say if you officially relaunched your business, which means you changed a lot of
Some
things about your
things.
business, and then you didn't develop an advertising budget
Right.
for the relaunch. So you're relaunching with the same business plan as you had from the original perceived failure that you deemed it.
So is that really a relaunch?
I don't know. Is it a restart
I don't know.
or is it a repeat?
Oh. Hmm.
See,
I like the wait, hold on, I didn't think about that.
see,
I like the repeat. I like that.
are
It's
you
a
a
restart, repeat. Okay.
are you a repeat offender of your business not being successful in your own eyes?
So at that point, hell, your own passion is driving your own failures because you won't turn the windshield wipers on to clear the road to see what's really up there.
I mean, if I'm a person and people have told me you got to host your business multiple times a day
Right. Oh, yeah.
on
Multiple channels.
multiple
Yeah.
channels with multiple advertising
It has to
or
be tailored
marketing.
for each audience.
Yes. And in your relaunch, you did one solid post.
Yeah.
Did you actually relaunch your business?
Right.
Or did you just repeat the same things that landed you in the spot where you're sitting right now?
So the the failure that bred the passion did not re-energize the thought process.
Exactly. If you are running the race, a different race,
Yeah.
the same way you ran the last race,
Yeah.
and you came in last,
Yeah. You need to change some things up.
you need to change your strategy.
Yeah. But if you're taking it and you're making it about I'm proving a point, right? Then a lot of times, if we're being stubborn, we're not going to change things
Yeah.
because I'm proving a point. So, but this is the thing. You could try to prove a point two ways. You know me, I give you two, three, four ways.
Yes.
You could prove a point that no matter how things don't go, how I want them to go, that may equate to, a failure. I'm gonna go redo it. I'm gonna rework. I'm gonna re-strategize. I'm gonna be re-energized, and I'm gonna restart my process, right, and come up with something new. Or you can say, "Hey, you as a person or a human being, those human beings out there think what I did was a failure. So just so you know, you're not keeping me down. I'm gonna go do it again."
Yes.
That's proving a point. Like that's that bull in the china shop.
2021?
Yeah.
I think it was. We were working with an advertising agency. I call them that.
Mm.
And they said, hey, we're gonna backlink
Oh yeah.
your website to these journals.
Right.
So
Based on like the creation
a watch for the hook.
of Watch the Hook, yeah. Which is fine, but yeah. Go
At
ahead.
that time we thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Hindsight 3, 4, and 5 years later, we realized they should have linked us to fashion magazines, to apparel advertising.
Or I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not gonna tell you what you should have linked us to. I'm gonna say you should not have linked us to what you did.
Yes, because it wasn't
Because
fruitful.
it didn't no.
No,
It didn't align.
no. It ran with the premise of what started Watch for the Hook, which was
Right.
my cancer diagnosis.
Yeah.
But we're past that.
Yes, that's not the purpose of the brand, right?
Purpose of the brand is to empower
Right.
through positive messaging and graphics and bringing people 100% authentic business logic.
Yeah.
The business logic part, you know where that came into effect? This podcast.
Yeah.
That was 2022.
Right.
That technically could have been a relaunch,
Yeah.
or maybe it was a rebrand, moving the way we thought about how we were projecting Watch for the
Mhm.
Hook.
Mhm. Mhm.
But we didn't do it because of no hater.
No. And we didn't do it because of failures. But you know what else? I think you can look for you can find the passion in your failures, right? Passion
Hmm.
in your failures. But you can also use your failures as fuel. And to me, that might be a little bit more, I'm gonna say, like my 1920s time frame, a little bit more proper.
A little bit more proper.
Yeah, using your failures as fuel.
And you need fuel to build what? Fire.
You do.
But if you,
And fire is energy.
yes. But if it turns into a wildfire, is it serving the purpose you want it to
It's
do?
not. If
A, wi-
it's destructive.
a wildfire is uncontrolled.
Yeah.
So now your business, your passion, it's now become uncontrolled.
So is that going back to proving a point? Because like I said, you can prove a point that I have something, I want to make this work one way, or you can try to prove a point another way that, like y'all some haters. You thought you knocked me down. I ain't back up.
But you back up to where?
and you didn't change anything.
Are you back up to where you got knocked down from?
Yeah, I don't know. And that you wanna go beyond that point. When you get back up, you wanna get back up having elevated beyond the point you got knocked down.
Elevation takes time.
It does.
It takes effort.
A little bit of rework.
And it takes precise direction.
Mhm.
And it also takes capital.
Mhm.
Keep telling y'all, access to capital.
Yeah.
I was listening to another podcast early this week, and I'm gonna say this. It was talking about New York Fashion Week. And they were talking about how last year there were 13 Black-owned
Oh, yeah.
businesses at New York Fashion Week. This year there were 3.
I was gonna say, what was it, 3?
It was 3.
Yeah.
And one of the people who was at New York Fashion Week talked about the fact, where are our Black celebrities or the Black influencers who are taking pride in the Black-owned businesses
Right.
in that area? They talked about how this new up-and-coming majority person had one of the biggest sets, and they were like, they ain't done shit.
Mm.
They ain't accomplished nothing.
Mm-mm.
But they got that access to capital. They got that plug.
Mhm.
It's the
Them
same.
resources.
Yeah, it's the same thing if you're talking about a relaunch, rebrand, a refocus. It's your access to resources.
Yeah.
What resources?
Resources.
Yeah. What resources did you go now find when you are relaunching, rebranding, reprioritizing? If your answer is none, then you didn't accomplish it.
I don't know that much will change or I don't know that you're even able to change much if, the business plan or the blueprint didn't change. Because I'm like, at this point, what did you learn? Also, are you able to identify what caused the failure, right? Other than the metric by which you deem it a failure or a success, right?
Mm-hmm.
What specifically, if you were to break it down and itemize it, what specifically, directly impacted the failure or success?
Remember we talked about
That's what you need to work in.
leaping without a plan.
Mm-hmm.
How do you jump off the same cliff 5 times and not change your plan?
You weren't paying attention. It's proving a point.
You see that pause in your voice?
Yeah.
That's because you had to think it out. You're like, damn, why would you go do the same thing over and over again,
Yeah.
expecting a different result?
That makes no sense.
What's that term?
Insanity.
You have become insane
Mm-hmm.
with proving people
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
to the point you have not fixed your business.
Right. You've not targeted and focused on what you need to. Yeah.
You have not become concise. You haven't developed that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Sometimes businesses need that tunnel vision. What they say, keeping the main thing the main thing.
Right, that's true.
If the main thing that you are trying to do is prove people wrong, you ain't even looking at your business. You looking at them.
Yeah. 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 So something else is the focus. But
It's-
definitely use your failure, what you deem as a failure, as your fuel. But make sure it's focused in the right area.
That is so true. You have to get better than what your last iteration was.
Right. Right.
If your last iteration and your new iteration is just one extra post a week, that's the same iteration.
Yeah.
If your last iteration was, I'm going to talk to the same people I was talking to last time,
Right.
you're going to get the same result.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to, what do we always talk about? You got to find new customers.
You do.
You got to find new friends.
You do.
You got to find new people who are vested in what you are either selling or telling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it, folks. I mean, You have to, as they say, flip the script.
Yeah, you do.
If you're rerunning or rewriting or re-auditioning or re-talking the same script, not too many people are gonna listen to it.
No, there's no change there.
No.
So you can use passion, from your failure, that passion to be able to get back up and keep pushing, but make sure it's focused. It's with a purpose.
And I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest things that business owners asking other business owners for raw and unfiltered feedback.
You think it hurt?
I mean, if you want the truth, what do they say? The truth hurts.
But I was gonna say, I don't think those questions are posed enough to the right people.
That's why I say you got to ask
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
contemporaries in your field. Also goes back to our episode. You're not in competition with everybody.
No.
Everybody is not your competition.
No. No.
You got to check your ego.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing about being in business, you want to stay in business.
Yes, you do. That's kind of the plan.
You got to make some sacrifices.
Mhm.
And we're not talking about sacrifices in a monetary sense. We're talking about sacrificing your realm of thinking.
Yeah.
Change course.
No longer being a bull in a china shop.
You might just need to be a person looking at the china,
Mills, walk by the window and keep going.
understanding the different patterns.
I was gonna say, I was like, you might realize you don't even like china. I like disposable.
Yes, yes. See, that's what I'm saying. The thought process
Yes,
has to
it
change.
is. It is.
If the thought process is still the same as 6 months ago, a year ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, a
Yeah.
decade ago, it ain't gonna work right now.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
Even for us, the thought processes have changed over the years,
Mm-hmm.
and my thought process is still ever changing.
It is.
So, Miss Parker, I appreciate you coming in and sitting down
Thank
with me today.
you.
What great insight do you have for them as we get ready to close out this episode?
I think you actually hit the nail on the head
Which nail was that?
about the bull in the china shop. Sometimes, you might decide you don't like a pattern. Sometimes you just might not need to go in the store. Look through the window.
We'll catch y'all next time.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ13 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/4u, you can access affordable doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored just for you. These include oral medication kits or compounded GLP-1 injections. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits start at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help through Hers. Get started at forhers.com/4u to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/4u, forhers.com/4u. Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply.